Morning, beautiful people. This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist, coming to you from the art studio, and this is hammer time, baby. Hammer time. I got breakfast right now. Oh, hammer time. And I got Starbucks too. Hammer time. Good morning, beautiful people. This is hammer time with Jose Trujillo. I'm in the art studio. Let me put this right here. I gotta send this out. Good morning, beautiful sister. So, guys, every morning I try to show up with you guys here and remind you guys that. Good morning, Jeanette. I try to remind you guys every morning that the only way to get anything rolling is through the hustle, muscle, whatever you want to call it. In any given point in my life, anything that's ever worked for me, it's because I put massive amount of energy into it. Nothing has ever worked for me in slow bites. I don't know why. It's just never. It never has. Nothing has worked for me in small increments or small bites or anything like that, for that matter. The only thing that's ever proven to work for me is how would we say this? Extreme attention and energy into something. Let me grab a chair. Extreme attention and energy into something. It really is the only way for me. I don't know if that's the way for you guys. I've talked about this in different videos. It's not for everybody. Oh man, look at this. It's not for everybody. But I do promise you this. If it's not working for you, you're taking too long. You're taking too long. You're attacking it in small increments. And I was reading this quote by Thomas Edison this morning, who said, what did he say? Genius is oh, my chair. How's it going, Jack? Genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. This got me to think about what Picasso said about inspiration, right? He said, I believe in inspiration, but it has to find you working. He talks about the same thing. How funny, right? Thomas Edison and Picasso are talking about exactly the same thing in different industries. I found that to be the ultimate weapon. I'd rather not know how to paint and show up. Okay, if I had to choose, I'd rather be a shitty artist and show up, have like immense power to show up, than be a great artist and show up sporadically. It's the single one thing that I've found to make anything work, for that matter. It's the single one thing. So, again, guys, if something's not working for you, if you're an artist, if something's not working for you, if you feel like things are going very slow, you need to cut that time. It's the time, really, that's killing you. It's the time. Instead of I've been talking about this all morning. Instead of doing... instead of calling on one gallery, try to call on 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 galleries. I don't know what that number is for you. I also don't know your muscle, right? Because everybody has a different discipline, a different muscle. But I will tell you this. The more you do it, the more you can do it. The more you do it, the more you practice it, the more you do it. If it's this constant attack, this constant approach, you will start perfecting it. You will start nailing it. Hey guys, check out this big canvases that I got. Yeah. I'm going to make some big paintings. Yeah. The more you do it, the more you can do it, guys. There's just no way around that one. If you, I don't know, if you're selling your artwork online and you're getting sporadic results, the truth is, and well, at least I can speak from my experience. The truth is that you're only putting sporadic efforts, sporadic results. You have to like plug yourself in there. I was talking to this person who was doing like just killing it on Instagram, right? And I'm like, man, like what are you doing? Like, how much are you putting in it? This person literally responded to me, I live on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, I get that. No, it's not for everybody. I get that. It's not for everybody. It can't be for everybody. It's for the people that want it, right? That really want it. That are going to pay for that. They're going to pay the price to get that, you know? But this person literally responded to me. Like, this person's killing it on Instagram. It's like, I live on Instagram. Like, I'm always commenting, liking, making videos, collaborating, and on and on and on and on. I'm like, I get that. The only reason why my Instagram game is not where I want it to be is because I don't live on Instagram. I don't live on it, right? My attention is partially on Instagram. This is why I only have, so much, results on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook, same thing on YouTube. My attention is partial. It's just partial there. It's not fully, right? My attention is not fully there. My attention is very, very, very heavy on commissions, on working with interior designers, and on eBay. It's very heavy on eBay, interior designers and commissions, and art dealers. My attention is very heavy there. So I can see the results there, right? I'm able to see the results. So I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, man, I gotta put my attention on Instagram. I really gotta show up. Nothing's ever worked for me showing up, in increments. Nothing has ever worked for me showing up twice a week or 15 minutes a day. Nothing has really, even for that matter, like 15 minutes a day wouldn't be bad if it was consistent, right? But most of us do 15 minutes a day, like, oh, I'm going to go do Facebook 15 minutes a day, but it's like when I feel like it, or when I'm inspired, or when things look right, or when I have the time, and on and on and on and on. Of course, that's not going to work. What thing works? I mean, try anything. A relationship, your partner, being with your partner. It's not going to work if you just put partial investment in it. It's like, I'll be good if you're good, right? If the situation's right, I'll be nice to you. Well, that's some bullshit, right? It's not going to work. You have to give it all, regardless of what it looks like. It's the only way. It's the only way. Changing the way that you perceive situations, and then somehow magic starts working in the situations. It looks like it's changing for you, but I really think that we are the ones who are changing. We tend to blame situations and other people, and certainly other people have their own shit to change, right? Certainly. But if we just focus on what they have to change, we miss out on what we really need to change. And maybe in changing ourselves, other people change. I've seen that a lot. I've experienced that a lot. Maybe in changing ourselves. What I mean by changing is raising the responsibility level. That's really I think that's the only change every human being has. The only, it looks different, right? It looks like it has different names or different faces, but really it's the same one. It's raising your responsibility level. The more responsibility you have, the better results you have anywhere, right? That includes family, health, business, whatever. It's just raising the responsibility. And I've noticed that every time that I raise my responsibility in any given, place in my life, it almost looks like the world changes for me, but I don't think the world's changing for me. I think I'm changing for the world. I know, it sounds weird, huh? But it looks that way. It looks like, oh my God, all of a sudden things start becoming, I don't know, they just start working. And I'm thinking, is it me or is it them? Like, who is it? And then if I become irresponsible, it looks like the world wants to punish me. It's a weird shit, It's very weird. If I become irresponsible, if I stop showing up in family, if I start showing up in work, if I start showing up, just showing up to life, right? In general, it's not one thing or another. It's everything. It's I don't know, being a citizen, being a member of the community, maybe your church, I don't know, maybe your whatever, right? Family, friends, business, career, whatever it is. It almost seems like if I stop showing up to any of those things, if I stop showing up with full heart, clear mind for full heart, it seems like it wants to punish me. As a matter of fact, it starts punishing me. I stop showing up to work the way that with a high level of responsibility and enthusiasm, the market starts punishing me. The marketplace starts forgetting about me. And people start feeling like, well, I don't know who that Jose is. The more I show up, the more they remember me. It sounds like, man, that's obvious. Yeah, but the experiential knowledge of it, right? Not just the theoretical part, but the experiential knowledge is very tricky. It's very interesting. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that you guys put everything in, every ounce of your energy in today and on. But especially today, because it's the only day you have, right? It's the only day we have. Yesterday's gone. We don't know about tomorrow. Today's really all we got. And not just from an esoteric point of view, but just life itself. I mean, what else do we have? We only have right now. Any given point in your life is right now. If it's not right now, it's an idea in the future, or it's you're welcome, or it's something that happened already, which is no longer important. Whether it was good or bad, it's gone. I mean, what? We're gonna give ourselves a pat on the back for. I loved my son yesterday. Oh, pat on the back. But yeah, dude, but today's a new day, Or I was nice to my wife yesterday. A pat on the back. What does that have to do with today? It has nothing to do with today, right? And it definitely has nothing to do with tomorrow. So I'll leave you guys with that. My name is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. Just a little update here from the art studio. Take care, guys. I got to get to work. All right? Bye-bye.